Three,
Three,
two,
two,
one.
one.
Come
Come
on.
on. Come on.
Welcome back, lads. Gonzo's back from España, and we are recording
Hablilo
Bullock
episode.
episode 3. Finally done with the anime summary, all that. So you guys are about to be caught up, and now we can play games, do some more interesting discussions,
Of course.
get into the real stuff.
The
All right?
meat and bones of Blue Lock.
My days.
Come
That's
on.
he likes to meat on his bones. This guy.
Of course. Of course. I like them thick. I like them chunky. Okay, anyways.
All
We
right,
move on.
lads.
We move on.
So, lads, what we're starting off with is explaining what happens after the anime,
Yeah.
where they're getting ready for the U20 match. All right. So, Ego obviously has to decide a starting lineup and a bench of subs for the U20 match. So, how's he going to do that? Well, his idea was to do a tryout. Makes perfect sense. And the format of the tryout is there are 6 top players that he has decided on. Each of them are going to be on their, they're going to be on 3 teams in 2 pairs. So number 1 and 2 on a team, 3 and 4 on a
Okay.
team, and 5 and 6 on a team. All right. In this case, the top 6 actually so cold. All right.
Oh,
Number
dude.
1, as expected, is
Rinatoshi.
Rin Itoshi.
Come on.
Yeah, top baller. And number 2 is who you guys know as
GD.
the baller that tried to kick Isagi in the
Face.
face
Yeah.
after eliminating Kunigami. He is number 2. So their egos are going to be clashing in their games. We'll see how that turns out. Number 3,
There's a couple of ballers that we haven't seen yet, though.
yeah, only introduced really quickly
Very exactly.
when we saw the winning teams at the end. So number 3 and 4 are Karasu Tabito and Otoya Eita, who you guys don't know yet, but they'll be on the screen anyway, so you'll know what they look like. Karasu is essentially a possession keeping baller.
The
You can't
Hawk.
get him off the ball. He's the hawk. He sneaks up on you, wins the ball back, and he doesn't give it away. And
Come on.
Otoya is the ninja. He's a sneaky winger.
Sneaky
Okay,
winger. Make some sneaky runs behind the defense.
that's it. He always loses his
Pacey.
defender. That's it. And then number 5 and 6. Number 5 is also a new baller, Yukimiya Kenyu. He's a goggled up merchant.
Yo, favela merchant, as I call him.
No
Favela
facts.
merchant.
He's a street dribbler. So he's I guess you could say his style's a little similar to Batra, but it's more direct and it's less feeling dribbling, you know? And our number 6 in our top 6 ballers is our boy Nagi
Nagi.
Seishiro.
Come
Come
on. Come
on.
on, lad.
So one of our boys made it to the top 6. He's too cold. The lazy genius is in there. Okay, so those are the teams. There's a team A, Rin and Shidu. Team B, Karsu and Otoya, and team C, Nagi and Yukimiya. So what the rest of the players have to do, the other 29 players, they have to pick a team that they want to play with, and they'll face off against one of the other teams in a 5v5 once again. So they'll have to blend in and show their worth within all the top strikers in Blue Lock, basically. So Ego is going to see who's going to survive in those games, who's going to show their worth, and they're going to pop into the starting lineup. All right, lads.
Come
So
on.
now we got to figure out who wants to play
Play
on
for
what
the
team.
Yeah, exactly. So what team would you join if it was up to you? If you were part of the Blue Lock?
Oh, that's a good question. What team would I join? You have to join A.
Nah, cause look,
Me personally, I would want to try.
you're gonna get overshown though. You have two pusher
Overshadowed?
strikers. You're gonna be overshadowed, exactly. I want to
Nah,
go
I'm
team B.
not.
I'm team B.
Nah, see, if you're a real egoist, you go to the
No,
top
no,
team
no, no.
and you
Because
show
look,
your worth.
listen, you gotta think about it strategically. You have a ninja winger that's gonna assist you and dime you all the passes, and then you have a cold center mid that just absolutely cold, gets all the balls.
Nah, but they're both strikers, bro.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But like
Yeah.
if it was up to me, you know what I'm saying? Like if I was a cold manager, if I was ego, I would put these guys in different positions that suit their play styles.
Yeah, but in the 5v5,
That all
it's
strikers on.
always
Yeah.
the it's like if we were in Blue Lock, it would be
Mm.
us playing at the back and we would have to go up. Me personally, bro, if I'm playing on a team with Shido and Rin, ain't no way any defender's looking at me anyway.
Yeah, but
I'll
you're
just
not gonna get the ball.
yes, mate, if I gain the
You
right
no,
position,
you're not
if
getting
I
the
make the right
ball.
run,
You're not getting the ball.
all right.
But let's get going Team B. I'm scoring all the bangers because I'm basically a King Barrow regen. But oh,
Okay.
say
All right, Fez, that's Fez. So I said you're in B. All right. You got some two of the new ballers as your teammates. That's Fez.
come on. See, you don't even know what they're about yet. You don't even know who's gonna be cold, who's not gonna be cold.
Yeah, I mean, look, we don't know at this point, but I would just want to be in the top. If I can show my worth in that top team, that's too cold.
But it's a
It's
risk.
guaranteed.
It's a risk
It's
though.
a risk, but I'm
Because if
him.
you're
I'm him.
shite,
I'm
you're
him.
fucking cooked, bro.
I am not shy, bro. I'm him. Come on.
Oh hell nah.
All right, lads. So the rest of the players have picked their teams. All right. So the people that have chosen to play with Team A, there's Bear. 12 lads. Okay. So
Damn.
we've got our main character, Isagi Yoichi, with that mentality going into Team A. Obviously, he's probably him and Rin are like rivals now. That's what Rin said. You're my rival now. I'm gonna cook you. You have a front row seat to my rise to fame. So Isagi tries to beat Rin once again, obviously, and he's got two new ballers with him. One is Hiyori and the other is Nanase, and we'll learn more about them in that game. The other team A is we got Igaguri, the monk goat. And we
Oh
got Ryu, Rin's teammate from the top three. And we have the tallest player in Blue Lock, I believe,
yeah, that's what I was
Ishikari. He's a bit of a rando, but he's,
lengthy team right there.
yeah,
Lengthy.
nah, that is a tall team. Igaguri is kind of bringing the average down, but it's okay. Then, third team in A is Bachira, Nishioka, and Haiji. Again, it's like new ballers and Bachira. He's back in. Interesting thing about Bachira actually, he's playing two games because Ego ranked him the number seven player in Blue Lock. So he's also playing a
Oh,
game uh
in the C
in
team.
Team C to make up numbers because there's not an even number of players. It's 35 players right now. So he's playing two games, so he gets double the chance to show himself, which is fair
Called.
enough if he's
Called.
number seven ranked. The last Team A is Kiora Jin, who's a little bit of a secret athletic bowler that we haven't seen too much of. Corona Ranze, he was like number four out of the shooting selection or the solo selection. And we got our boy,
Talking
anxious boy,
Mitsu.
Tokimitsu. He's playing with Rin once again. Now for teams, the players that are playing with Yukimiya and no, sorry, Karasu and Otoya. Team B, we got Chigiri in there, and we got two randos. Honestly, I'll be so honest. We're never gonna see these guys again. There's no point. But Chigiri's playing with Karasu and Otoya. That's all we need to know. And now we got a team of three ballers we know.
This is actually a cold team right
We
here.
got Nico, the Isagi copy. Man is trying to
I said
show Isagi up.
it's
He's
like
saying,
covering my head, bro. He's better than Isagi.
all right. Then we got Pure Heart, Pure Hustle, Shark Teeth, Raichi.
Come
And then we
on.
got
Baro.
Baru,
Baro.
King Baru,
Come on,
trying
bro.
to show himself in Team B. All right, so now we
See?
got two
Wait,
teams
hold on.
left.
Can we pause real quick? I told you, me and Baro are like we're like telepathically aligned, bro. Of course you chose Team B. He knows. That's like if you're an elite striker like me and Baru, this is the team you want to be.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Type shit.
Now, two teams left because, as we said, Bachira is on one of the teams A and another team C. So, two more team Cs. We got Rayo and Gagamaru on the same team. Wild Bear and, you know, cold playmaker, purple hair Rayo. I mean, their teammate is Tanaka, one of the other winners. And then we got in the other team C, we got one of the Wanima brothers, the one that was mute until his brother got eliminated,
That's
and then
devastating,
he
bro.
had to start speaking because he had to fucking play soccer. Then we got Himizu and Sunzaki, again, some of the new winners. But yeah. Oh, as well on the team C team Bachirazon, a notable name there is Zantetsu, Acceleration
Merchant.
Glasses Merchant. All right, so those are the teams that we have. And now, lad, we're gonna have to get into the games, the
Come on,
specific
son.
matches that went on. To be fair, I think we can just go over this fast. If Okay, let me just go through what the top six did in all their matches, and then we'll get
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the specifics. We'll
First, yeah.
say who was able to assert themselves on the pitch, you know? So, number one goal scorer was Rin,
Damn.
10 goals in 4 matches.
Damn.
Like, crazy
That's cold.
stats.
That is cold, I won't lie.
So, he was just smashing everyone. Number two was Shidu, as he's ranked, 8 goals in 4 matches. The funny thing
Damn, bro.
is,
Team A had 18 goals, bro.
yeah, no,
Just
that's an OP team.
and that's just like without that's just the two captains.
Yeah, my
Jesus.
days, just the top two. And the thing is, the players perfectly followed their ranking in how they performed.
Not
So
exactly.
Karasu was number three ranked in goals as well, 5 goals in 3 games. Otoya, 5 goals in 3 games, kept up with Karasu. So both are they're a little inseparable. They're just different styles, but Alpa's pretty solid. Nagi, also 5 goals in 3 games. My type of bola, my type of genius.
Cold.
And his teammate, number six ranked Yukimiya, got 4 goals in three
Wank.
matches.
Wank.
Now Bachira, number seven ranked player, dropped down to number 10 in performance because he got 1 goal in 2 matches. But he was also never like he was also playing at the same time as the top six, but he wasn't able to assert himself as well as three players that we're about to name. So in Team A's match, where Isagi, Hiyori, and Nanase joined Rin and Shidu, they played against um, Karasu and Otoya's team, who had Chigiri and two of the other winners. Team A won 5-4. Okay?
Damn.
And Team A got their goals through two from Rin, two from Shidu,
And then
and one from Isagi.
Usagi.
MC got his goal. So the game starts off pretty tough for the three other ballers. It's essentially with most of these games, the other players can't get into the game as much as the main six.
Yeah.
Like Rin, Shidu run the show. On the other team, Karasu, Otoya running the show. And they're always just like, as soon as they're one of the other players are matched up against the top six, they're just losing the battle. So Isagi talks to Nanase and Hiyori during the game, and they try to adapt. So they make a play where they essentially exclude Rin and Shidu. They move up the pitch, them three, with a combination play, and then Hiyori, as he's a playmaker that we find out, makes a banging cross over and past both Rin and Shidu to Isagi, who ran in between the two of them with his new game behind skill that he
Oh,
copied from his boy that he
Nara.
eliminated,
What's it called?
Naruhaya.
Nara? Yeah,
Yep.
cold.
And he gets his direct shot finish to assert himself in the game. So that's one of the three players, not in the top six or seven, including Bachira, that got a goal. Now
Cold.
the next one is also a cold baller. Purple hair Don Rayo got his goal against Team A. So Rayo playing on Team C with Nagi. Of course, no one's surprised that he picked that team. Absolute
Blaze
blazer.
Merchant.
Nah,
Blaze
it's
Merchant, bro.
insane.
Actually,
This guy,
Blaze
he
Merchant,
probably
bro.
wants to make out with Nagi like every second of every day. This guy hugs him, kisses him, piggybacks. Relax, all right? Play some ball, mate.
Facts,
Okay?
man.
uh, while he does all that, he's still a cold baller.
Somehow
Okay,
squares, bro.
so
Somehow.
even though Team A with Ryu, Ishikari, and Iaguri, they got like well, Team A two two of the best ballers in Blue Lock. Plus they got like two like insanely tall 6'5", 6'7" ballers on the team. How are they gonna lose anyway? Team A win 5-3, but Rayo gets the third goal for Team C in that game, asserting himself on that pitch. And finally, the last player that was able to show himself within the top six, as we all would have guessed, King Baru.
Baru. Come on.
Of
Class.
course, Baru. See, Baru is so cold that his team won against Team C 5-3. It was a Team A type of domination. So
Are you ready?
obviously, Otoya and Karasu dominated, but Baru was not one of the players that got dominated. He banged in a goal, and he's in high contention for the starting lineup right now. So those three players, Isagi, Rayo, and Baru, basically highlighted themselves in the third selection arc. That was a quick summary. Look, we could have gone through all those games, game play by play,
It would have took
but
too
look,
long.
we're gonna be honest, too long, not like it's not that important,
Morning.
and
That's
the
what I'm
anime
saying.
is coming out soon, lads. So
So you'll
you're gonna be able to
see
see it very
all the
soon.
little
In like two
details.
months, yeah,
Yeah.
all the details, play by play, is coming out soon. This information is gonna be more than enough to carry us on into the
So
match.
yeah, exactly. So the real meat and bones is the U20 match. That is
Oh
like,
my days,
if
mate.
they animate it correctly, I'm gonna say it's gonna be like the best animated piece of art of like all time, bro. Like generally,
Yeah, it
I don't think it will
would.
get anything better than that.
Yeah,
Me
if
personally, though.
yeah, I agree. Obviously, there's bias here, but like I'm gonna be honest, it would probably be top three sports anime arcs all time.
No, for sure.
The storyline is just
It's too OP.
it's too good. And it's so many manga chapters, like even reading through it, I get
This is getting
excited, bro. I'm
goosebumps, bro. Oh,
reading,
seriously, bro.
it's reading still images and you get excited, bro. It's crazy. Okay. So, me and Gonzo have made a starting lineup that we think should be playing in the U20 match for Blue Lock 11 against Japan. And we're going to now compare that
To the real
to Ego Jinpachi's
patches.
selected lineup. So we'll start with ours first,
Calm.
and we'll see what Ego did for his team. So, me and Gonzo's formation is a 4-2-3-1.
Class.
No surprise there. Standard balanced formation. Obviously, we start in goal. See, the problem with Blue Lock is that every player
He's
is a
just a character.
striker.
Exactly.
And there's players that have played in goal in the first selection, and no one has played since in the rival battles, the 5v5s, 3v3s, 4v4s. Blue Lock, man, the hologram
Yeah,
was
you
in
got the
nets.
NPC goalies, bro.
Yeah. And whoever played in goal in the first selection, mate, you're not even enough of an
Yeah.
egoist to be a striker
Yeah, like
anyway,
that.
so you weren't going to stay in Blue Lock. They
I
all
don't.
got elimed.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't make it.
All
None of them
got
got made.
elimed. So we need someone with crazy physical specs, crazy reflexes, a wild, crazy personality along with those specs. So who could that be, Gonzo, in nets for us?
It could be only one person, and that name of that man is
Come
Gagamaru.
on, Kakamaru
Come on.
Jin is in nets.
Honestly, there's no like, there's in my eyes,
No
there's no one else.
competition.
There's no one else who
Yeah.
could play goalkeeper
You
besides him.
can't consider anyone else. It
He's
makes
the
no
only one with
sense.
physical specs. Maybe we could say Aryu because he's lengthy, but it still doesn't like you need a guy with insane reflexes, crazy agility, and goal.
That's
So
right. And he's a type of personality that like he's not gonna get cheesed by a position
I for
change.
this,
He's gonna
bro.
be his only reaction to that was like, oh,
He's such a nonchalant
yeah.
merchant. Like it's fine,
He'll just devour whatever position he's put
bro.
in.
For real, just put that guy in net. Cold. Now moving on to right back. Who do we
Right
have?
back. So here we need a we need a speedy guy who's gonna be reliable going back and forwards. So who could that be? There's two speedsters that we know of. One of them is a Gogol merchant, and the other one is the princess.
Like, hold on. Let me add something to this. So we have two people that we just named, like, gave you guys hints of. But as a manager, I want my right back to have some sort of IQ. One of the guys that we just named has dead IQ, dumb as hell. So eliminate that. We're going with.
The Pink Panther Chigiri lads.
Come on.
The fastest player in Blue Lock at right back. and he's going to be supporting some cold ballers who are playing up top. All right, now let's move on to the other flank, left back. The thing here with Blue Lock is not many left-footed players, and if we're like Pep Guardiola, we like an inverted
Inverted fullback.
fullback
Come on.
who's gonna
Come
move up the
on.
pitch
Come
and help
on.
the midfield get balance. So, who's a good playmaker that could move up into that midfield and feed top strikers that play up top?
One person only. Bashra. And not only that, you have to think about the green chemistry whipping that ball across to who? We'll get to that later.
Isagi
We'll get to
Oiche.
that later. We'll get to that later.
I'm gonna have to
Alright.
mute that. Center backs, one Metavision merchant and one man with crazy reach and crazy physical prowess. We've got RU and Nico.
We'll move on to the midfield. Who do you have in your six right now? 6 and 8 combo.
Of course, we need a balance of a physical presence who's got great IQ and can keep the ball for Blue Lock 11 and an adaptable playmaker. So we got exactly that. And who do we say before was great at getting the winning the ball, flying in, taking possession and then keeping it? The Hawk himself, Karasu, number 3 ranked player in Blue Lock. He's our number 6.
God.
And our other midfielder, more like an 8 that's moving box to box, playmaking and defending, adapting to whatever situation. We got another baller that asserted himself in the tryouts. And who was that?
Rayo fam. Come on. Pink. No, purple head. Purple hair. Merchant.
Yeah, Nagi Glazer is in the team.
The Nagy glaze. You know what? Sometimes you just need to have that chemistry with your boy on the team.
That's
Just glaze him a
facts.
little bit. Get him
That's
that. Get him
facts.
that. Get him that.
Give him that confidence boost.
I was gonna say something
Yo.
absolutely crazy, but I refrained myself from saying something.
All right, all right. I won't ask. All
No, I was about to get canceled, chat.
right,
Hey,
lads. So now moving on to our wide midfielders. We got attacking midfielders on the left and right of our number 10. On the left, using that chemistry with the Glazer
to be
and
honest, come on.
getting help from the playmaker at left back is going to be the lazy genius, maybe the most talented man in Blue Lock, Nagi
Yeah,
Seishiro.
come on, cold. I won't even lie. I generally believe natural talent wise, you
It's,
can argue
yeah,
maybe Rin, but besides him,
natural talent. I don't think it's
I
even
think,
that
bro,
close.
like generally, there's like I don't even think that's like even a realistic person. Like I don't think there's someone that could be that techie IRL.
No, it's. I agree. The
Like
things he does are not possible in real
in real
life,
life, that's what I'm trying to say.
and he's only been playing footy for 6 months.
That's crazy. That is actually
And
crazy.
he's not. He's just not real, bro. Like Rayo found this guy at school
No, but it
because
is real.
he took okay, like Dennis Burkamp.
No, but like a player comp that I know in person, you know him too. Fuck, bro. He plays on our team. Plays left back on our team. Yeah, yeah. Me. I'm naturally that talented, fam. It just, a knee injury came in my way. Could have been playing in the Premier League right now. But
Knee injury.
unfortunately, I had a knee injury, in my ACL. But hey, man, let's not get into that. Let's not get into that.
Okay.
Let's go back to what we're
Okay,
talking
we'll keep
about.
the focus on Blue Lock
Yeah, my
players
bad, chat.
instead of
My
people
bad.
that just faked an injury in the last 2 seconds and changed his life story. All right. So Nagi Seishiro, left attacking midfield. Now we move on to the right side, and we got another man that was able to assert himself in that tryout. He was able to show his skill within Shidu and Rin's team, and that is the main character, Isagi Yoichi.
I mean, look, cold baller. But the only thing I would say differently than you said the main character. He's not the main character. The true MC is about to be introduced as striker. That's who the true MC is, bro.
Okay, well, literally the actual MC is Isagi, so I just said that. Um, all right, moving on to our number 10, the man who's gonna be pulling all the strings, linking the whole team together. We got
Best player, talent wise, like right now. Not talent wise, but like overall package. This is who our best player is
yeah,
right now.
Blue Lock's number 1 ranked Walla. It's Rin Itoshi.
It has to be.
It has to be, especially since, as I said last epi, Japan have recruited your boy. Sayatoshi as our player. This guy's going to be more motivated than ever to absolutely cook.
Brother, wow, right? Rivalry is crazy, yo. Crazy stutter, chat. Cut that out. What's called? But nah. Now we move on to the striker, and it can only be one
The
person.
number 9 position is
There's,
another man that showed he would not get devoured by the top 6.
that's what I'm saying.
He probably called them donkeys. He said, "Move out my way."
I'll create my own goal.
Creates his own path. Acute angle dribbling, chop dribbling, silky hair, spiky hair.
He's so class. I love
King
him.
Baru.
Chords.
Of
My
course,
glorious
of
king.
course.
My glorious king.
There was no way I was making a lineup with Gonzo and not getting Baru in there, even though I would put him in there anyways. If I tried to, I probably would not be here right now. So,
But hold on. We have some controversial snubs here that we gotta talk about.
yeah. So, first thing that you might notice is that the number 2 ranked player in Blue Lock is not in this lineup. How can that be? Well, lads, we have to announce that Shidu Ryusei actually fought with Rin every single match they
Match.
played. Every time one of them scored and the other got a goal back, there was the start of a lead up to a scrap or the start of a scrap that was broken up, and Ego was just like lost in what to do.
So they send him to the
But
dog pound, bro.
yeah,
Send him to the dog
he
pound.
got sent to the dog pound to get, you know, punished a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know how they were holding it. Okay, there's literally a clip of him all wrapped up and
The
there's a muzzle on
on
him.
his face, bro.
Mate, it's like
He's cooked,
he's a like rabid dog.
bro.
But he got saved by a certain individual who said, "This person might be worthy of my passes, you know." And Shidu Ryusei now has been recruited to the Japan
And
U20 team, to the rival team, by
crazy.
none other than the jewel of Japan, the best baller they have, Sayatoshi. He said, "This guy, I'm gonna get this guy to cook Blue Lock."
Crazy how they switch up on you, bro. Crazy how they switch up on your team. You got a trader. Yo, honestly, get that pink highlight merchant.
Antenna boy
Yeah,
out of here.
honest for
Hell
real,
no.
bro. Get that boy out of here.
So lads, that's our lineup and the reason we don't have Shidu. And we have also picked 3 substitutes that we think could pop in the game and have an impact. All right. So we've said as a potential substitute winger, we went for Eukemia, the direct dribbling,
Really, that's what I'm saying. Direct dribbling.
the power shot that he has. He has what they call in Blue Lock a gyro shot, which is a knuckleball.
You know what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah. So he can use those weapons to especially once those fullbacks are tired
That's what
already,
I'm saying.
he can cook some stuff up. Our next sub is a midfielder sub, a man who never runs out of stamina, a little bit of a worrisome guy.
Low key, if you think about it, he's basically Conte.
He is actually Conte.
You know, if you low key thinking about it, he's basically a Conte merchant, but with less confidence.
Yeah, less confidence, or yeah, much. He just doesn't have any confidence, but
I don't know.
he's so scared of losing that he never stops
Right.
going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's Tokimitsu, 99 stamina merchant, Rin's teammate from the rivalry battles. He's in there as our second sub. And our third one is one player who didn't score a goal in the tryouts, but he helped Isagi assert himself on the pitch. So that's why we think he deserves a chance in the
Yeah.
game. Playmaking, baller, cyan haired
Yeah,
baller.
yeah, chemistry as well with Asagi. I think it could go well later on in the game. Super sub, make an impact. You know what I'm saying?
So who's it gonna be?
Yori,
Cole baller. We
come
think he should
on.
be the third sub made in that game. So that's it for our lineup. Now, lads, we gotta compare it to Igor Jimpachi, the actual coach's lineup. Um, let's see what he cooks up.
See, the thing is, as me and John, two tactical ball knowledge merchants, we put a great balance on our team, you know what I'm saying? We have people who are they're gonna have chem with each players, you know, some people will devour each other. I think with where Ego Japachi went is like he just wanted everyone to devour each other. There's no balance on that team. There's slight balance, but like in the sense of most players are not camming with each other. They're all like fighting for who's gonna shine the most. That's how I felt how he chose his team, and we'll see how it works out.
So, lads, let us take you through the Blue Lock 11 right here. All right. So the formation that Ego Jinpachi actually went with is a much more egoist, much more attacking formation than what we had. So he goes with a 4-5-1 into this match. But obviously, the easy choice in goal for him was also Gagamaru. Fullbacks are the same as us, Bachira and Chigiri. Okay, we have the same center backs as Ego.
Yeah. I
we
didn't even realize.
have the same center backs as Ego. So our back four, back five is actually the same. Now, in a 4-5-1, there's a solo central midfielder, and Ego has thought the same as us, someone that can hold on to the ball and win it back for the team. It's Karasu. Now, moving up the pitch, we got the two wide midfielders in the starting lineup, and they are both in the top six of Blue Lock players, according to Ego. We've got Otoya on the right and Yukimi on the left. Otoya with the sneaky runs in behind, and Yukimiya cutting in, causing some havoc. And we got our two attacking midfielders behind the number 9. And they are, much like us, the same wide attacking midfielders, Isagi and Nagi. And up top, no King Baru. It's Rin
Sickening.
Itoshi, the captain of Blue Lock 11, up top.
Sickening. Terrible managerial
This
decision.
means King Baru starts on the bench.
And he's angry. He's fiending to get on that pitch.
The lion is hungry,
The
as
lion
they
is
say.
hungry. The lion is hungry.
He's waiting to cook. So the substitutes that we got, obviously, King Baru. Then on the bench, there's also Reo is a notable sub.
Hmm.
Hiyori, Tokimitsu, Raichi. There's more subs on the bench. Those are the most notable ones. Igaguri is also there. Uh, Zantetsu's there as well.
Yeah.
But the starting 11 and a couple of the big subs are those. But now Blue Lock 11 are ready to get this game going. So we'll also introduce you to Japan's lineup really quickly. Let's go through the main players because the other ones you'll encounter through the game as the events happen. But obviously, their captain is striker turned center back, Oliver Aiku,
Okay.
cold
Called.
baller. He has two different colored eyes. Called this. Oh, I can't wait to see that animated,
You
by the
know,
way. Oh
facts,
my
bro.
days. Okay, then obviously they have Seiyutoshi, who they called in to help win this game. They got Shido, who interestingly enough is not starting because Seiyutoshi and Aiku made a bet, and Sei said, "Okay, let's see if your team are good enough to win without the guy that I wanted. But if not, I'm gonna ruin you guys by putting my own player on the pitch." So
Bet.
he's gonna ask for Shu to get subbed on
Sadan.
if they're not doing well enough. And the person at risk because of that is Japan's current star striker,
Sendo.
Sendo. So let's see if he can protect his position from the antenna freak Shido.
Sendo freak is crazy.
All right, lads. We gotta get into the play by
Come
play.
on.
All right, lads. So both lineups start walking onto the pitch out of the tunnel, and they're greeted by an insane amount of fans.
Fans, bro.
There's so many, like the stadium is full. This is probably the biggest footy match in Japan's recent history.
No,
Like they
it's
have, I don't know if Japan even has a stadium this big. It's insane how big it is. And there's too many fans. All the Blue Lock players' parents are there. They haven't seen their kids in weeks because they've been just locked in this facility
facility.
getting ready.
That's what I'm saying.
And now everyone's hyped to see what Blue Lock is about. They're either hyped to see them get ruined or they're hyped to see
What the fruits of their
footy.
efforts
Yeah,
have been, you know?
how can this team change Japanese football? As the ego says they will. All right, so obviously Isagi, main character, there's a little bit of focus on him. He's excited. He's seeing all the crowd. He's taking it all in. He's saying, "I'm ready for this moment." He's not getting overwhelmed. And Rin, obviously, he's trolling him a little bit. He comes up to him and says, "Don't be nervous now."
Yeah.
But they
I,
both
I would
know.
be nervous if I'm a high schooler,
Of course, bro.
bro.
Nah,
A
you're shitting
full
bricks.
full stadium like that, bro. Everything, your whole like program depends on this game too, bro. I would be fucking shitting myself. But these are what like the stage is set, you know. Like you could be a superstar if you actually cook in this game, though.
Nah,
So
facts.
you really gotta you gotta put that nervousness to the side
Yeah,
and cook, bro.
this game is like make or break for all the players there. So you gotta try to block that out as much as possible and just do your thing. Me personally, if we're being like realistic, what I would try to do is just at the start make like decisions a little on the safer side. And so like pull off plays that I know are gonna work for sure, and then get into the game. And once I'm there, the crowd is gone.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
all
I
the
agree.
shit, all the shit talking's gone. I don't care about none of that. I'm just playing my ball.
I agree with that. I start off slow, get my cheeky touches in, and then as soon as the game, I'm in a flow
Yeah.
state. I'm risking everything. I'm taking long shots, bicycle kicks, everything, bro.
Oh, bicycle kicks is crazy.
Come on.
All right, lads. So obviously, Ego had to prepare his team mentally for this match, and they all know that absolutely everything is on the line. And Ego is telling them to not be afraid, that they're good enough to win, and to just go for it, to not care about the occasion or anything, because if they don't win, Blue Lock is done, and none of these players are allowed to play footy in Japan anymore. So they gotta win, but at the same time, Ego's reminding them they just gotta do their thing because they're good enough
Yeah.
ballers. So let's get in to the actual play-by-play. The game kicks off. Blue Lock 11 starts it off, and Rin says, "Let's go Isagi." And Rin, Nagi, Isagi start passing the ball around in their little triangle, and that's their strategy for moving up the pitch. And then we get a quick flashback to when Ego's explaining the tactics to his team, how they will attack. So the 4-5-1 is for when they're defending, but when they're on offense, they're going all
Oh
out.
yeah.
They're all ego strikers. So Karasu drops in to make a three back, and Chigiri and Bachira, the fullbacks, move up the pitch. And there's there six attackers all going to score a goal against the Japanese team. So that's what their strategy is for the game basically. Anyways, the game kicks off. They're moving the ball up the pitch with that triangle that I talked about. And then Bachira comes in for support. And he receives the ball. He roulettes a defender.
Cooks
Cold
him.
baller. Classic Bachira. Of course, he's going to go for the skill move. And then instantly, he sees that back post cross that he sent to Isagi back in their first arc. And he's like, oh my days.
Free money.
This is our goal right here.
Free
We
money.
already started with a goal. And then he sends a perfect cross. But out of nowhere, the Cobra, the captain of Japan U20, Aiku, gets up like 3 meters up in the air, headers
Heads
the
that
ball
shit
out of
out.
play, and everyone is just like,
What the fuck
"What
happened?
is this guy?
No, seriously. Everyone's
How
like,
is he
how the
reaching
fuck did
this
he get that?
ball?" So Isagi thinks for a second. He's like, "How can he even get that ball?" So everyone's just in shock. But Isagi, of course, he's analyzing. He's saying this guy's got IQ. He's got physical prowess, aerial presence, field of view, spatial awareness. He's some kind of monster. The captain, Aiku. So now they know this team is no joke. And Isagi says Aiku is the one to beat in this game. So let's see if he's able to do it. The ball went out for play from Aiku's cold clearance, but Blue Lock can restart play now. And Isagi has the ball. And now he's looking for the wide options, trying to get in behind the defense. And who's the specialist? The ninja, Otoya. He's making a run, but he comes across the left back of U20, Darai, who says, "What you doing, mate?
Take
Who
off.
are you,
Who are you,
mate?"
mate?
He's like, "You're some type of low class ninja." And Otoya
Damn.
gets cheesed, but this Darai guy just keeps up with him too easily. It's stealthy winger versus stealthy fullback. They're both insanely agile, and they're just nothing's happening there.
They get
So
neutralized.
Rin tells Isagi, switch up your train of thought. So Isagi literally switches play, goes to the one-on-one specialist Yukimiya in the goggles, and now he's up against right back Tepe. So he says, "All right, let me just cook this guy real quick." Does his direct dribbling, gets past him, but this guy is too fast. He's back on him right away. So then the ball gets played into Nagi from Yukimiya, who couldn't beat Tepe. And Nagi says, okay, let me just take a touch, turn, bang. Easy, right?
Hell
Hell nah.
nah.
Aiku's partner, Niu, the Doberman, is on his
Oh,
back.
that's a cold name, the
That is a cold
Doberman.
name. The Doberman is on Nagi's back, won't let him turn. And as he's thinking of what else to do, Aiku comes in, steals the ball, and starts to counterattack by sending a cold, incisive pass to the midfield to the baller Itoshi Sei. And now the counter is coming. They only got three players at the back. Might be cooked, chat. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Might be
He cooked.
cooked.
3 man back. Oh my days.
It's gonna be tough to defend this one.
Bro. Here comes the Say.
Obviously, Chigiri, fast baller, while Bachara was all the way up top. He was balancing out the team by staying a little bit farther back. So both of them don't go up at the same time. All right, they don't want to risk everything and be left with three players defending Itoshi Sei. So he goes to delay Sei because it's going to be tough to win the ball. But Blood does not care. He sends a cold, accurate through pass over the top to their winger, Kento. And to be fair, this guy isn't like the defenders. We don't really learn much about him.
Yeah.
But anyways, he's on the ball. He's against Aiku. And now another forward. This guy's name is called Kitsune Zato. Absolute clown looking guy. First of all, why does he have 2 centimeter eyebrows?
That's what I'm saying. Little dot ass eyebrows, bro.
Yeah. Anyways, so then now he's continuing the counter against Karasu, and obviously the Hawk does not give a shit about that. He's just gonna keep delaying the play, but behind all the forwards now after his pass, running up the pitch is Itoshi Sei. So Nico has to step up, and the defense seems to be getting pushed through, moved out of position. Players are moving up, down. It's tough to keep up with this counter, but they're trying their best. So Chigiri comes back to help out Nico and neutralize Itoshi Sei. So they think they've done it. Nah, mate. He puts a cold
A
cross,
dime.
perfect lob right into the box where Japan's star striker Sendo is waiting, and he goes for a cold first time volley, but super speed
Save
reaction
action.
from Gagamaru,
What a save.
and he saves like this. This shot has to be like 8.8 expected goals.
Yeah, that's
Like it's
it.
almost a
A
guaranteed
bucket.
goal, and obviously the wild bear saves it, bruv. He's just way too cold. But then Itoshi Sei, while the ball's bouncing to the side, keeps up with the play. He's the first person to react, and he goes right to the ball. He's on the byline there, like in line with the net almost, and he chips Gagamaru from like I don't know a 20-degree angle. Like mate,
Back
this
post
guy
chip.
might be the most OP player in the U20 class on the planet. And now Japan
Jeez.
go up 1-0.
Look at the fans going crazy, fam.
Look at this stadium. What is this? Like the
It's like the
bro,
Bernabeu, bro.
bro. What's that stadium in Brazil? The Maracana. The, bro,
Yeah.
that's this bigger than that. Like
Bro, it kind
holy
of looks
man.
like the Dortmund Stadium, bro.
Signal Iduna Park.
Yes,
Oh
bro.
hell no. And now obviously Isagi's doing some analyzing, some glazing of Say. He's saying, "Oh my days, he's way too cold. The leader of the game. Chill out, mate. Just play your ball. Stop sucking off the
Facts, bro.
opposition."
Glazing.
And obviously because Say scored, someone's a bit cheesed. Rin is now fired up and he's trying to absolutely cook the other team. So let's see if the rest of Bullock can help him do that. If they can even keep up with the fired up Rin. Alright, so Japan are up and Say is not even hype.
He's like, this is calm, calm. This is like
Yeah.
natural for him.
He said he's actually pissed. He says 3 times I could have shot and scored, but instead I chose to test you guys and see what you would do with the ball, and y'all stink. So
Yeah.
I had to do it by
Waste of
myself.
oxygen.
So he said, if you're this bad, damn, like, what would you do without me? So the bet with Aiku is not really going well already. Sei's
Yeah.
already pissed. He's saying, y'all aren't good enough. I want my bola, Shidu Ryusei on this pitch.
Yeah.
But Aiku tries to calm the situation down. He says the goalie made a good save. Just keep playing a bit. And he slyly goes to Sendo and says, if you don't score the next one,
Son,
you're
you're
cooked,
cooked.
buddy.
Yeah, but he
You
subbed
need
his
to
ass
step
off.
it up a little bit, all right? So now, obviously, the two IQ merchants, Nico and Isagi, are in discussion and they're saying with Sei, they're so much stronger, and we're unable to keep up with all the passes and the counters with that iron wall defense stopping our attacks. So then they realize that the U20 team's style is cold defense, just lock the team up,
And
make
then
them
yeah,
move players into the box to try and score, win that ball back,
and counter
bang.
attack.
They countered in like 10
Yeah.
seconds. Realistically, it takes mad long on here, but that was like a 10-second
Second, that
counter.
counter exactly in real life speed.
So lads, now Blue Lock have to be ready to be able to deal with the added pressure of being 1-0 down. Alright? But Ego says this is what they're made for, to improvise and to adapt. So let's see how the Ego is fair. Alright? Kickoff. Isagi gets the ball, but he knows what he has to do. He has to build plays with Rin to move past those high quality defenders. All right, so they're moving through the midfield right now. They're playing 1-2s. Instead of using the triangle with Nagi, they're focusing on each other and playing short range passes, getting past all the midfielders. And Isagi, he's shadowing Rin, just copying his movements and then moving off to give an option. But they're moving up the pitch pretty fast. And once again, they get support from the skill move baller, Bachira,
Batra.
playmaking goat, and he sees runs in front of goal. Isagi and Rin are making the same run on opposite sides. So they're splitting the defenders and creating space for Nagi down the middle. And Bachira, knowing this, they're not going to be able to keep up with all three of the players. He picks the one that's in the best position,
Then
and it's
yeah.
Rin. He's open on the left side of the box. He receives that ball, and he goes for a shot. No, he doesn't. This guy is a fucking psycho. Instead of shooting and taking a free goal, Rin goes down to the byline where Sei scored
Sorry.
from, uses his weak foot to try to copy his goal, and hits the post, lads. I would have
Oh,
loved to
Rod.
say he banged it in with his weak foot and showed up his older brother, but the goalkeeper gets a
Fingertip.
fingertip and saves it. And now there's no goal, but the attack continues with Yukimiya, who now again is in a 1v1 with Tepe. And Isagi knows, oh my days, this we did this in practice. So he makes an overlapping run around Yukimiya, takes Tepe off. Yukimiya cuts in, and he's there for a cold shot. But Aiku
Again.
saves it from the top
Again.
bins.
What a fucking save.
Aiku saves the ball from the top bins. So now Darai has to clear the ball. But the sneakier of the ninjas gets in there first, takes a direct volley, but the Doberman Neo puts his
250 headshot.
face into the. Nah, this guy. Okay, I'm being honest here. Obviously, it's anime, but this guy has like a major
Yeah,
concussion out
CTE.
6 weeks,
CTE,
bro.
bro.
He
CTE.
just got 100-mile-per-hour volley to the face, bro. Hell, I don't care if you're the Doberman, bro. Like that is not how that shit works.
Bro,
But Cole Block puts his body on the line, and
and who does
the
it drop
ball's
to?
up in the air. It drops to the lazy genius Nagi Seishiro. He's about to go for a shot, but he knows that's something they would have read. Aiku is ready on the line. He kills the ball dead perfectly, flicks it back under himself, and oh, this might be the coldest goal so far
Or, you
in
know,
Blue
it
Lock.
is, bro.
A scooping touch, flicked under himself, and a volley to follow it up right into the bins. While he's thinking, I'm Nagi Seishiro and introducing himself to Japan.
Oh,
Oh
let's
my
go.
god, Nagi
Yeah, we have to
ties
analyze
up the
how he did
game.
that in real life terms.
This
So
is
cold,
actually, yeah.
cold, like touched right here. And does he like, scoop it like a sombrero, or does he like
So
twist
lads,
himself with it?
okay, this is Nagi. Let's say this is Nagi's foot right here. He kills the ball, perfect touch. He brings it back like this under himself, brings it back, then pushes it back down.
Off the ground.
So yeah, yeah. So Nagi he takes so the ball does this
Yeah.
movement. He brings it back and then he flicks it down with his
Down,
heel,
and
then
then
it
it bounces
balances down,
up, and he
and then he
volleys it.
spins and volleys it.
That is
Now
crazy.
this is what we're saying when this guy is not real. Like that's probably doable, but you can't think of that in a young
In a
and
game,
you're a
there's no
high
way.
school kid that's been playing footy for 6 months. Like this guy is some type of
I would
crazy
say most
genius.
professionals, I would say like 95 or 98% of professionals
They
can't even
wouldn't
do
even
that.
do this. They would have just gone for the shot, right? But nah, this guy is too
Damn, bro,
cold.
what a goal.
Look at this guy. And then he gets up. He doesn't even see the ball go in, and he says, "Oh shit, it actually went in." And all four defenders of blue of Japan's U20 team are just like in awe. They're just
Jesus.
thinking, "How the
I mean,
fuck is this
fuck.
a real
Me too.
goal?"
I'd be like, bro, you can't even stop that, bro.
Nah, facts. Like, what are you even supposed to do to that? Yeah. Anyway, so they realize this is what Blue Lock's about. So they think, okay, just like Blue Lock did after Say scored, this team is serious. It's gonna be a cold match. Obviously, everyone knew that, but the players have been exposed to each other's teams now. They're ready. So obviously, Blue Lock players are selling, they're cooking,
Come
but
on.
there's one player who's kind of pissed he didn't get the ball, and that's Rin
Man.
because he started up the play and he opened up the whole of the defense. If he just wasn't too much of an egoist,
Yeah.
he would have got the goal himself.
He's focusing too much on his brother. That's the issue. If he just
Yeah,
like played his own game with his tech, he would have dominated this game, you
yeah.
know?
But that's how he wants to do it. That's how he wants to win. So let's see. Anyways, the game restarts, and Sei and Rin are in the midfield now facing off. And Sei is pulling out some crazy dribble moves, some like elasticos, hocus pocus. Like this guy is actually too cold right now. And Rin is telling Isagi to not help him on defense because once again he's crazy focused on his brother and he just wants the 1v1. So that's what he gets. But he like Sei is just cooking him. Like he's megged him like 4 times already, but Rin's kept up. And then he does what I said, the hocus pocus, where he does an elastico around his own leg and megs Rin with that same
Damn.
move. Like might be the coldest dribble move I've seen in Blue Lock. And then now it's on the center backs to stop Sei. So Nico and Ryu are trying to coordinate. And the reason, now we get a flashback and see the reason Nico was picked as a center back, and that was because of his spatial awareness. So now Nico is going to use that weapon to fend off Sendo, who just received like a perfect ball from Sei. But obviously, Nico is way better prepared than Sendo, who we've just seen miss a perfect one-on-one
One
chance.
chance.
So Nico thinks he's just been done in by Sei's pass because it was the perfect range away from him that he can't get to there on time, and he was running full speed at Sendo. But Sendo takes a touch that allows Nico to make a cold volley clearance. So now Blue Lock are moving up the pitch with Karasu. All right. And this is exactly why Karasu is number 6 because he transitions defense to attack in seconds and doesn't lose that ball. So now he's moving up and he finds Otoya instantly. And now it's the
Oh, you
1v1
want
again.
ninjas.
Yeah, the ninja 1v1. He gets past him, finds Karasu again, and then Karasu sends it back. So now we see some cold combinations, and Aiku has to step up out wide. Obviously, not allowing Otoya to get through, but Otoya, knowing this might have been coming, is using the support of the speedster Pink Panther
Oh,
Chigiri getting involved in the play for the first time, and he's got the fastest legs in Blue Lock, as we all know. So Chigiri receives that ball from Otoya, and he's like, "Oh my days! Now I'm faced up with Aiku. What am I supposed to do? Nothing, mate. Just run.
pace,
Just
pace.
run, mate."
Use your pace, fam.
So he knocks that ball straight line towards the end of the pitch,
Cold.
gets to the byline. He's about to send in a cross, and he sees Karasu, edge of the box, positioned perfectly for a goal. But Itoshi Sei
Say
is just too cold, and he reads that, gets the ball almost cleared. He gets it up in the air, but it falls to his brother Rin, who's now in a one-on-one with Aiku. And Aiku's kind of cheesed. He's like, "How can I just like not stop them? They keep getting past us." And now Isagi is supporting Rin, and he's showing right behind Aiku for a free pass. But Rin uses Isagi as a decoy, cuts in on his weak foot, and right when you're thinking he's going for a weak foot finesse, nah, Rin is
it starts attacking
Quaresma.
that.
Rin is
Cold.
Quaresma. He goes for a
Trivela.
Trivela and smashes it, bins. Oh
Cold
my
goodness.
days! This arc is too cold, bro.
Oh my days.
The best Bullock player has finally shown, you know what? I'm that much of an egoist, but I can still score the goals and not be too cocky. Man is too cold. He picked up his brother's scraps and cooked Aiku.
That's a cold finish, I won't even lie. But it's 2-1 right now to Blue Lock. We shall see what happens. I don't think it's gonna go such a I don't think Blue Lock is gonna go crazy and score bangers. It's gonna be a close match.
Yeah, come on. It wouldn't be an anime if
If
like
it
this
if it's
much
like
rided
yeah,
on the
that's
match
what
and
I
it just
say.
ended like this, you know? Come on. So then Isagi gets hype about the goal and he tries
That's
to jump on Rin. This is actually too funny. Blood does not care. He does not want to sell you with him, bro. But now everyone's fired up after seeing that Rin goal. They all want their own goal. And the Japanese players are like, bruv, like this team is way better than we thought. What the hell's going on? And Sei is saying that this would have never happened if Sendo, instead of taking that garbage touch and getting cooked by Nico, would have taken a better one and scored. So he calls Sendo shit, and he honestly cooks Sendo in front of all the players. So they're all kind of getting fired up and getting pissed that Say's saying stuff like this, and they're all ready to show him, you know what? We're not ass. We're Japan's U20 team. Of course, these players aren't ass, but Say is just a different level, so they gotta show him that they can. It's
they're
like
worthy
the
enough to be on the pitch with them.
that's it. It's like the Blue Lock players tryout where they're trying to assert
That's
themselves
how
on the pitch for the
yeah,
top six.
exactly.
The entire team of Japan is trying to assert themselves with Say. So now they restart the game again, down 2-1, and everyone is fired up. So they're moving extra fast and they're trying extra hard. Kitsune Zato and Cho, the wingers, they're moving up the pitch without Sei. Cho goes for a shot, but it's an easy read for Gagamaru because he didn't have an angle other than the one he went for. But the ball drops to Sei. So now it's a bit tough to defend. Like, it's the best player on the pitch. Isagi and Bachira have to pinch him together, and Sei fakes around the outside and goes in between them, and he's just in the box free now. Sends a perfect ball to the back post to Sendo again, who this time is ready to be the hero of Japan. But Itoshi Rin read exactly what his brother was going to do and gets a cold clearance. Sends that ball out. He thinks. No, he doesn't. He sends it up because Sendo gets a touch and it falls to Sei now, who goes for a first time volley. But sorry, are
Are
you?
you
Oh my days.
cold?
This is where the reach and
The
aerial
lengthy
presence comes in. Look at this position right here.
length.
You see, Gagamaru's not reaching that.
It's going so far top bins. Gagamaru can't even touch it.
But are you? Oh my days. Cold stretch and saves the ball from the top bins. And the first half ends right after that majestic. What does he say? He says glamorous. Glamorous
Glamorous,
save. So it's
glamorous save.
2-1 to Blue Lock still. And Say is pissed. And we get a little panel
That's
right
it.
here of the antenna freak.
Shidu.
Shido.
He wants to be on the pitch. He's seeing all these chances go to waste. He's like, I could be finishing these, and we shall
That's
see
it.
what happens at halftime.
So we said before the game, Sendo had to prove to say that he was worthy of being that striker, and Blood has not done that. He's
Yeah,
3 chances, no goals. I think he might be getting benched, lads. We'll see. We're gonna find out really soon. So the players are going into the dressing room, getting ready for the second half. We see some cute panels here. We'll just like glance over them. You know, Chigiri's family, Isagi's family, and Bachara's family together. They're meeting each other. You know, some cute panels. So I'll just keep them up there for a little bit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
But it's nice, wholesome moments. But we get to the U20 locker room, and Sendo is pissed because he's wasted three chances. Like, obviously, you don't want to hear someone call you shit, but he knows he
He
has
did,
not had a
yeah,
good performance
yeah.
so far. And Say is saying he's done playing. He's packing his stuff, he puts in headphones, and he's about to leave. But then Aiku stops him and he says, "You were right, but we want to win this match." He apologized to his
Yeah.
teammates for making that bet that they were good enough without Shidu, but he admits that they're weak and he wants to win and he wants to use the demon. So Shidu, number 13,
13.
is going to pull up on the pitch. He's got his gear on and he's subbing in for Japan U20. So Sei picks his shirt back up and he gets
Yeah,
ready to save
called.
Japan.
Called.
Oh my days,
I'm
that.
just speechless watching all these panels while we're describing this story
Yeah,
to
we
the
got the
fans.
panels up right here. This like going back through these is crazy. I forgot how peak it was, bro.
Yo, I'll tell you.
Actually, too good. All right, so now the Blue Lock players, we're in their locker room. They're all hype. RU is getting he's getting hype
Glamorous.
about his save. He's saying, "Did you see my stylish clearance?" He's saying that. And the subs are not being pricks. They're giving towels, water to their starters. They're helping them out. You can see the real team atmosphere in Blue
Yeah,
Lock. The
yeah.
egos are being put aside while they're off the pitch, but as soon as they're back on, you already know everyone
And
wants their
that's just
own
right.
goal.
That's what I'm saying. And then look,
And we get a panel again, similar to the Shudu one. Blue Lock's number 13. He's ready. The lion is hungry to he wants to
bro,
pounce.
he needs to get it back on the pitch.
So now Ego is basically explaining they've done perfectly. They've reacted to the situation. They went down, but they improvised. They used their strength of adapting and then got themselves back into the game and got ahead even. And they're saying Isagi Yoichi has done perfectly to open up chances for Rin, who's been the center of both of their goals. But he's saying, "Is this all you are? Just a sacrificial lamb?" But of course not. Isagi says,
Hell
"No,
nah.
I'm gonna score my own goal, mate." And that's exactly what Ego wants. He wants them to all keep that egoism and want to score their own goal because, like on Nagi's goal, they scored from a flurry of chances of everyone trying to do their own
On goal,
thing.
yeah.
So if they just keep doing that, probably gonna keep working. So, mate, we get into the second half. Ego says, "Don't be satisfied, overwhelm them, get more goals." So now they're
Overwhelm
ready.
them.
Now
Come
they're
on.
ready, lads. And Rin is getting some flashbacks to his childhood of watching Sei and playing football with Sei. And he says he's gonna cook him, and he's gonna be the best striker in the world. So the flashback continues. I'm just gonna sum it up real
Yeah.
quick. Sei is the best young striker prospect in Japan, and Rin, his younger brother, is also coming up. And Sei says to Rin, "I want you and I to be the best strikers in the world together." Okay? So then a couple years down the line, Sei gets to a good age where he can move to a top class academy. He gets scouted by Real Madrid. He
Cold.
goes to their B team to develop, and he then comes back to Japan after spending some time in Spain. And Rin is now the top prospect striker in Japan. But Sei comes back, and obviously he's been in Madrid with some top
Top
class young
players
prospects.
around the world.
Exactly. Not just Spanish ballers, other recruitments like him from all around the world. He's with the best of the best at Real Madrid. So then he comes back and he's a different class. And Rin says, "Look at me, brother. I finally did what you said. I'm the top prospect in Japan. We can be the best strikers in the world." And Sei says that he changed his dream. He no longer wants to be a top striker. He wants to be a top midfielder. And he wants Rin to be his striker, right? So the way he says Shidu is good enough for his passes, he wants Rin to be that guy. But Rin is pissed. And he's not having that. He's like, "What? Our dream was to
The
be the
best
top two
strikers.
strikers.
Yeah.
That's it." And he says, "You're snaking me. My big brother's snaking me right
Sneaky.
here. I don't want this. This is
Dead
not my
brother.
dream. This is your dream." And Sei says, "Okay, fine, Rin. If you can beat me in a one-on-one, I'll go back to your dream of being the top two strikers." And lads,
He gets fried like some barbecue chicken, boy. He's fried, bruh.
Fried is a nice way of putting it. He gets absolutely demolished, mate. That move where he does the elastico around his own leg and Meg's Rin, he does it in the flashback.
Yeah.
Same move
He
and
get cooked
cooks Rin.
twice with the same
The
move, bruh.
same move, bro. That's why Rin's so fired up and he had to score that banging Trivella.
Ah,
And he says he did his best to become the best striker, but now his dreams have been ruined by his brother. And his brother says, if that's the only way you play soccer, quit anyway. You lukewarm
warm
piece of shit.
shit. Damn. You
Yo,
make me
bro.
want to vomit.
Damn. Oh my god, he's cooked like
Don't use me as a reason to play football. Come on, facts though.
mate.
Facts though.
Imagine getting cooked this bad
By
by
your
your
own blood.
own blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
god. Crazy work.
He basically makes you hate him now. So this is why Rin is so focused on his brother in the game. So let's see how that pans out in the second half of the match.
Come on.
All right, lads. Bullock 11 are coming back out, and they've seen at the top of the Japan U20 team's half is the antenna freak. That bastard Shidu, number 13, is ready to cook. And obviously, has a little chat with Rin. They chat their shit, but they're ready to get the half going. Rin doesn't care about Shidu. He's going to still do his thing. He's trying to get more goals. He's trying to cook Sei for the rest of the game. So it starts, and Nico is faced by Shidu, who sends the ball to Sei, and they are doing like some crazy combinations, moving up the pitch with 1-2s. Shidu's making like really acute angled runs between all the defenders. No one knows where he's gonna go. Doesn't make any sense, but he gets in a perfect position for a goal scoring chance. And now Say, seeing that, sends a pass through like everyone on the pitch, right to where Shido is. Wait,
So he plays it to center for the 1-2.
that's right. Shido plays the ball to the other striker, Sendo, who's missed all three of his chances. But Sendo, obviously a little low in confidence, sends it back to Shido and then gets it back once again, but this time sends it to Sei, that which no one expected. Everyone was focused on Shidu, but now Sei gets the ball and he gives the most insane
Yo, my
pass
days.
so far. Look at the curve on this thing. Outside curve pass with his left foot, which is his strong foot. And Shidu is up in the air now, going for a volley. But
And
Nico, with
reads it,
his
fam.
spatial awareness, reads the pass perfectly and
Come
gets in the
on.
way.
You gotta hit
This
his
is
emo. Hit his emo.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my days, not
God.
cold emote.
God.
But unfortunately, his foot gets a bit of an injury from blocking that shot. And even though he got some ball there, the referee calls a
Yeah.
foul, so they get a free kick. Japan get a free kick, and Nico is down on the ground and gets a yellow card. But it's a funny panel. Nico sees Shidu on the ground and says, "Sorry, I stepped on you, you buck." And Shidu gets cheese and he's ready to score from the free kick. But Nico, he's feeling something in his foot there, and he's not able to get up and walk around, move comfortably. But he's realized maybe Nico doesn't want to be a
Can't strike
striker. He
anymore.
wants to continue as a defender and crush all the forwards. But anyways, he stays in play with this uncomfortable foot, tries to walk it off. And now Japan have that free kick, and Shidu and Sei line up for the free kick. And Shidu wants the free kick, obviously, but Sei says there's no way for you to shoot if there's nowhere for me to shoot. So neither of them will be
Nice
shooting,
shooting.
it seems.
Yeah.
And
It looks like they're gonna try something else.
they're gonna try to make a little bit of a play here. And Shidu gets excited and he says he says he's falling in love with Sei and his play style of just using him for to create insane goals. And Shidu just makes a run sideways on the edge of the box in line with the ball. And then he feints past and Sei looks like he's going for a shot, right? Everyone thinks it's a shot, but Chigiri reads that it's a pass, follows um, follows Shidu to where he's heading, but the pass is way too cold. Chigiri goes for a diving header block on the pass. It's perfect. Gets to Shidu in a volley position, and look at this panel right here.
Bro, cold.
Oh my days, he's an athletic freak. This guy. He gets up, dragon drive. He calls his shot. One time volley in the air, no plant foot.
Bang.
Gagamoro hasn't even died.
Rooted to the spot.
Gagamoro has not moved. The goal was just made by two insane ballers that went into flow state and absolutely cooked. So now it's 2-2, all tied up. And as we said, the
Cold.
game was not going to be over just after that second blue lock goal. They weren't just going to keep smashing them in. Japan tied up with the new demon weapon that they unlocked. And now everyone's hype. All the fans, of course, they're celebrating for every goal because every goal has been insane so far. They don't care who wins at this point. They just want to see an amazing rest of the game. And Shidu, cold Selly right here. He takes it all in.
Nah, weak ass Sally. We know the cold Sally's coming up soon.
Oh,
Come on.
oh. Who's it by that Selly? I don't know.
We shall see.
All right,
We shall
lads.
see.
So again, after every single goal, Isagi is just analyzing
Analyzing
it, and
each
he
play.
realizes that was just pure reflex by Shidu. The only reason he was able to score that, and it was Sei's reflex to just ping the ball perfectly into where he could have volleyed it. So he's saying two players that played off reflex just created an unstoppable goal. So maybe that's something the Blue Lock players need to do. Anyways, Chigri's down on the ground after that, and he's cramping up a little bit. And Nico, after the foot injury, is also down. He can't continue. So, unfortunately, it looks like these two ballers might have to be subbed. Even though Chigiri helped create one of the goals with his pace, it looks like he's coming off the pitch. And
Yeah.
Nico just saved the goal, even though there was an unstoppable free kick right after. The current best defenders for Blue Lock are off the pitch. So who's coming on, Gonzo?
Rayo and
Come
Hiorio.
on,
Come
lads.
on.
Come on, lads.
Cold subs.
So our starter midfielder Rayo is on the pitch, and one of the subs that we mentioned, Hiyori, is also
On the
making his
pitch.
way and trying to impact the play. Now Blue Lock have two inverted fullbacks because Hiyori is a left-footed baller.
Yeah.
So they got Bachra playmaking from the left and Hiyori playmaking from the right.
And then you have Rio playing normally
A midfielder?
playmaker,
Yeah,
midfielder role, but now he's slotting into that center back role. See what he can do.
yeah. He's got some stuff to prove here. So out of position. But he's excited to get out there, maybe, combo with Nagi a little bit, show that chemistry, get some stuff done. Chigiri is pissed that he got subbed, and he gets questioned a little bit by Ego. You got a problem with the sub? And he said, "Oh, this is actually tough. Like this is kind of unneeded, bro. I'm
Yeah,
not
no
gonna lie."
facts.
Ego says if you're gonna cry about getting subbed, you should have built your stamina to last the entire match. Like
I mean,
I know he's not wrong, but
not
at the
wrong,
same
he's
time,
spitting,
mate,
but
this is just
he,
not the time, mate. It's normal to be frustrated
you
after a
know,
sub.
it's just unfortunate, I would say. It's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
yeah. So a change Ego's made in the tactics. He wants Hiyori playing off the wing, and now Otoya is that right
Right
back.
back.
He's
Okay.
helping on defense. So there won't be any more one-on-ones with Darai for now. But he's gonna sneak up behind
Behind,
behind
yeah,
attackers.
yeah, for the overlap runs.
That's it.